let's talk target blocks. Okay, so for those of you that don't know somehow, because you've been living under a rock, I don't know, this is the target block. This is a redstone component, believe it or not. So if I were to get myself a bow, you can see we can actually get a redstone output from that. Now, on the surface, not great, not fantastic, you know. Uh, sure, there might be some uses in some very technical senses, but like overall, not that great. Until so like caves and cliffs. First off, holy shit, that's amazing. Second of all, they talked a bit about I forget what they were. They were like the warden something that essentially it allowed us to have wireless redstone. And I then remembered that technically we already have wireless redstone in the game through the use of target blocks. Because of course, like with a system like this, we can get a redstone output from these arrows hitting this target block. So I kind of took a design from Mumbo Jumbo. You guys, if you haven't heard of him, get on that. There will be a link to the video that I originally saw this kind of concept with, and I realized, well, we can take a constant redstone output from that, and from there we can do it. We can use it to basically do anything we want while traveling completely vertically with no redstone in between these two systems. And so I basically created this little thing. The original design with a piston being pulled up when it gets the redstone signal, that was Mumbo Jumbo, but everything else is me. And so if I were to activate this piston, you can see that this redstone repeater gets hard powers this block, which then powers this little pulse extender. But the thing is that because of the delay of the repeater, and this pulse extender here, and this pulse extender here, we can actually get a constant redstone output just from this. Meaning that, yeah, no, you can get wireless redstone, albeit a bit noisy. Okay, so I turned off the piston noises because, oh my gosh, they were so loud. But yeah, so we can get a constant redstone output, and if we just turn this off, that constant output is gone. So this little system, yeah, it's really good. It's really, really good. And what makes it even better is because it's so modular, you can actually fit multiple of them in the same kind of radius. Because if I look right here, yeah, no, this is the exact same footprint for both of these, and because this one is the same as that one, and that one is the same as this one, just flipped, they can be stacked in an ordered fashion, one on top of the other, another on top of the other, another on top of the other, blah, 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 over and over and over again. And so, yeah, this is incredibly useful. Especially after I saw the clip involving, I forget, I really need to look up the names of them. Yeah, we technically already have wireless redstone in Minecraft. It's noisy. It's a bit unwieldy, but if the gameplay is anything to go off of, this is actually probably going to be an easier alternative for survival. Considering that, sure, obsidian's hard to get, you know, slime blocks are kind of annoying to get as well. You need to find a swamp biome and all that, but I mean, if it's between this and fighting a warden, and I really need to get my stuff, For wireless redstone as quickly as possible, yeah, no, I think I might be going with this because while unwieldy, it is quite cheap to make. Uh, like you can replace the obsidian with any immovable block. I just chose obsidian because it's easier for me to see it. But yeah, no, this is incredibly useful. And to showcase it, I built this little system right here. Now I definitely had to turn off sound for this because obviously, if you were going to be implementing this system, you'd want to move the actual components that you're going to be using maybe a little further away, maybe like right about here. But I don't have the time for that. So I'll just show you real quick. I just created two little quick piston doors. But these two piston doors, yeah, no, they are incredibly simple, and they're also separate systems. These two systems, the system that powers the bottom one and the top one comes from this target block circuit right here, and the bottom one comes from this target block circuit right here. And yeah, no, they're completely independent of one another. And sure, I had to put some redstone down in order to get that door, but that's besides the point. That's just the way I built it. But this little circuit, oh, it's really good. It's really, really good, especially because you can get some pretty good height with these things. I actually could have gone much higher between these two circuits, but at that point, like, I would be having like a 5-block tall roof on the first level, and I just did not want that. But no, these two systems can like interact with each other for really, really, really like long distance. And if you're worried about the arrows despawning, they won't, because arrows in motion don't despawn ever. And so if you have a shit ton of arrows, yeah, sure, it might cause some lag, but they're not going to despawn. This little system, I'm quite proud of it. I spent a long time trying to get it into a very standardized footprint, and I also spent even longer trying to get it into this modular system right here. But it works. Yeah, it works pretty well too. It's loud. That's the one downside to it. But yeah, no, it's pretty good. And so I can show you how to build one of these really, really quick. Okay, so as far as redstone, blah 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 blah, circuits go, this is actually it's not that complicated. So start out with just this kind of basic system right here. Super easy to construct, super easy to build, yada yada yada, blah blah blah, technicalities. But continuing it on. So the first thing I always start with is 3 lines. An L shape at the very top, a bottom shape here, and then another shape here, or another straight line. You're going to want to make sure that this bottom part of the target block, though, is clear. Next, repeater, repeater, boom, boom. All right. The next, so that's basically the system down. That's what resets the arrows. From there, it's actually a little less complicated. So we have a redstone repeater hard powering that block, and then a very, very small pulse extender, followed by an obsidian block, a sticky piston, slime block, and then on this side 2 obsidian blocks, followed by several of these. Boom. And oh my gosh, I'm fiddling around now and I don't mean to. Boom, 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 and boom. And then finally, just a redstone repeater. That's the entire system. It it could be expensive, sure, in regards to like you're gonna need access to the Nether, but as far as Nether quartz goes, it's pretty easy to get your hands on once you're actually in the Nether, especially considering that it's a piglin trade in 1.16, so that's super useful. And then, so after this, there's only really one system left, and that's the bottom one. So if I were to go here, come up here, and then boom. And you could build it much higher. I just built it this high because, yeah, I'm, I'm lazy. But if I take a bow, and it works just as well with one arrow or multiple arrows, but as you can see, you can accidentally pick them up. And then all you have to do is pop down an observer. There we go. There you go. That's the circuit. And then all you would need to do to actually get a constant output from it is power this piston down here. That hard powers the block, hard powering this, and then just instigating that circuit. Bada bing, bada boom, all done and dusted. But K9, I hear you scream in a voice very similar to mine. What if I don't want to take a redstone output from the floor that I'm on? Well, first off, spot on impression of me. And second of all, that's actually not a problem at all. In fact, it's much simpler. It's essentially the exact same system, just without the pulse extenders. Yeah. And this will allow you to go up basically as high as you want. And as you can see, these arrows can get some height. That's how high they can go. So yeah, no, they can go pretty far up. And so yeah, no, essentially it's the exact same system, just with the first step without the L on top. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you could, leave a like and subscribe. It does let me know, like, where you guys like the channel. Do you like Rainbow Six more? Do you like Minecraft more? Anyways, I'll see you guys later. Have a nice day.